Welcome to God's Powerful Son, your GPS, Directions to Eternity, with references from the Life Application Study Bible NIV. Here's your host, David Brower, a true child of God.
Thanks, Alan. This is David Brower reminding you that you don't need to take notes on this podcast, as the complete transcript is in the Our Blog section at gpstoeternity.com. In this edition of Your GPS to Eternity, we are talking about the beginning and the end. The beginning begins in Genesis 1 and 2. The end is also a new beginning, as described in Revelation 21 through 22. Genesis starts out, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. On the first day, God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light. God separated the light from the darkness. On the second day, God said, 'Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water,' and the vault he called sky. On the third day, God said, 'Let the land produce vegetation,' and it was so, and God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, God said, 'Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night,' and it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars, and God saw it was good. On the fifth day, God said, 'Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky.' And God saw that it was good. On the sixth day, God said, 'Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds.' And God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. On the seventh day, God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all of the work of creating that he had done." While Genesis is all about the beginning, Revelation 21 through 22 is all about the end. In Revelation 21, the Apostle John wrote about making all things new, a new heaven and a new earth. And God said, "It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty I will give water without cost from the spring of the water of life. Those who are victorious will inherit all this, and I will be their God, and they will be my children. The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars, they will be consigned to the fire lake of burning sulfur." Revelation 22, Eden restored. "Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life, as clear as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb, down the middle of the great street of the city. On each side of the river stood the tree of life, bearing 12 crops of fruit, yielding its fruit every month. And the leaves on the trees are for the healing of the nations. No longer will there be any curse." When you look at the beginning and the end side by side, here's what you find. In Genesis, the Son is created. In Revelation, the Son is not needed. In Genesis, Satan is victorious. In Revelation, Satan is defeated. In Genesis, sin enters the human race. In Revelation, sin is banished. In Genesis, people run and hide from God. In Revelation, people are invited to live with God forever. In Genesis, people are cursed. In Revelation, the curse is removed. In Genesis, tears are shed with sorrow for sin. In Revelation, no more sin and no more tears or sorrow. In Genesis, the garden and earth are cursed. In Revelation, God's city is glorified, and the earth is made new. In Genesis, paradise is lost. In Revelation, paradise is regained. In Genesis, people are doomed to death. In Revelation, death is defeated, and believers live forever with God. The Bible records for us the beginning of the world and the end of the world, a story of humanity from beginning to end, from the fall into sin to redemption and God's ultimate victory over evil. It is all found in the pages of the Bible. We invite you to visit the Prayer Request tab on our website and let us know how we can be praying for you. If you ever have any suggestions or comments regarding what we share with you each week, just click on the Contact Us tab, also at gps2eternity.com. Until next time, this is David Brower, asking you to remember that God's powerful Son is your GPS, providing you with directions to eternity.
You've been listening to God's Powerful Son, your GPS, Directions to Eternity. New podcasts are available Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern. Podcast transcripts are available at gps2eternity.com. That's GPS, the number 2, eternity.com. Just click on our blog. Thank you for listening, and may God bless you and your family.